Hello, so today I just want to talk about my connection management system, which is like a CRM system that helps you manage people you met. So the gist is people can enter your life, you can add them to this system, and then the system will routinely ensure that you keep in touch with them and remember the important stuff. And if they don't want to keep in touch with you, then you can remove them from the system and then the system won't ask you to bother them anymore. So we'll start with the first part, how to add connection. Okay, so before I begin proper, I just want to say that I turn on, I want to put out a disclaimer that I actually turn on a flag to censor all the names, numbers, and various other details because these are actually real names, real numbers, and real details. So they shouldn't be shown in a demo. So, okay, so there are two ways to via which you can add people to the system. And one is via automatically importing them from your phone or from Google API, yes. And the second way is to manually enter them via this simple form here. So we'll start with the manual. Okay, so of course, when you add a contact, the most important thing is the name, right? So I go with the format name / context. So context is actually like the situation via which you know this person. It can be a Halloween party. It can be my second job, your second job, per se. And I follow this name / context format because the system can read this slash. Okay, the system can read this slash for all the existing connections in the system and generate this list of existing contacts. So for example, before I add someone like John / archery, okay, so I can just mouse over here and see archery. So I can copy archery here and paste here, and then all the people that I met through archery can have this consistent format. I can easily filter them, yeah, somehow. And if this is a totally new context, right, like for example, snowboard. Okay, so I've actually never met anyone via snowboarding. So, but if I save, right, the system will immediately add / snowboards to this list of contacts lah. Yeah, so this is something that's cool about it. So let's move on to tags. So what are tags, you may ask? So tags are like it can be anything. They are like hashtags. So you can use them for example, I'm interested in animal rights, per se, right? I'm interested in animal rights, so maybe I know John, and John is interested in animal rights. He deals with animal rights, so I can save this as one of those hashtags. So once I save animal rights, right, then it will of course appear in this list of existing tags, existing like objectives or things that I'm into, and it can also appear in this. It will also appear in this filter. So animal rights will appear here. So everybody I know that are interested in animal rights or deal with animal rights, I can easily filter and then reach out to them if I need to. Okay, so the thing is, if I do not enter animal rights here, and if none of my contacts deal with animal rights, then it will simply not exist in the system. Okay, it will simply disappear from here and disappear from here. It will not be in the system at all. So it's actually live. Yeah. So from a technical point of view, right, this feature is actually quite interesting to me because there's no separate database table to store tags. Yeah, because the system simply just extract all these tags, right, from all these strings, okay, from all these contexts, real time, and the system will make them behave as though there is a separate database table that you can use to filter, yeah, and use, but actually there isn't. So this part is quite interesting to me. Yeah. Coming back from the technical stuff, we move on to date of birth and birthday. Okay, so this allows the system to remind you to say, these are the birthdays happening tomorrow, and please remember to wish them. Okay, so that's what this birthday date of birth is for. As for notes, as you probably guess, this is about free form notes. You can use templates or even modify templates such as this template that I'm showing here. So AQCS is about giving this person a reason to keep in touch with you. Also, you can put notes about how to foster comfort with this person. And then SWOT is, of course, strength, weakness, opportunities, threats. Different framework that you can customize and put here. So okay, so once you add this person will go into your keep in touch pool, okay, with the status being to try. So I'll cover the statuses later. So now, so far we have talked about manually entering the connection. So now we'll talk about automatically importing them from your phone and Google. So this involves authentication via Google, involves the Google People API, and of course the synchronization between the response from the API as well as my database. So as you can see, the last synchronization has been quite a while ago, and people who are being synchronized fetched from Google, right, they will actually appear here. So you can see there's actually one guy here who is sort of a recently added connection. Okay, so after synchronization, you can see that probably new people may appear here lah. Yeah. So I'll go to this tab. So actually, I've actually already signed in via Google. So I simply press continue. Yep. So here I will just synchronize my database again. Synchronize with my database with the response from the API. And then you can see that the red warning sign has disappeared. So actually there are new people that I've added recently. So what I'll do here is I'll simply check the name format. Okay, this is the format that I like, this format that I like. And then I can decide, whether this person is someone that I follow up with or perhaps not so relevant. So when I added, they will just disappear from this list once I set the status lah. Yep. Okay, so they'll just disappear from this list. So next time I reload this connections Kanban page, they will no longer the first way of adding contacts will no longer be here. Okay, so this is how people can enter your life, enter the system. Okay, so as promised, I'm going to talk about the different statuses. I will do it through this diagram, which I have earlier shown. So to try is a status that you probably are familiar with, because this just now when we are adding contacts manually, they go to try. So to try are basically people that you want to keep in touch with, but you just recently haven't gotten around to get in touch with them. So this is like a backlog. So every month, the system will pick 5 people from to try and put them into the trying status. So this is actually the meat of the system, because this is where you gotta update the text, the birthdays, and the notes for the people. So if you feel that they are warm contacts, they are responding friendly to you, and then you can put them to the stable status. But if they don't want to reply you, they don't want to keep in touch, you can put them to archive, so you basically don't bother them. So once to try and trying are both empty, so the system will automatically sense it and then bring all those people in stable back to try. So then the process of trying and stable, and they will just continue in a loop. So this is good because all your contacts are being kept fresh. So you are being reminded, or rather forced to keep in touch with them maybe once a year or once 1.5 years, so on and so forth. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the different statuses in the filter. It's the same statuses that I've covered just now. So unset is like people you haven't set a status. Basically maybe they came from Google people. And then irrelevant are just people that you like them, but maybe they don't align with your objectives so much that you have to force yourself to keep in touch with them via a system. So to try, like I've covered just now, people in the backlog, trying, stable, archive, if they ignore you. So I'm going back to trying. Okay, trying 5 people that the system say, hey, these are the 5 people you need to keep in touch with, to maintain, to groom this month. So here is where you can see all their details and notes, the text and date of birth, and here is where you can edit. So birthday is the same, text is the same, you can see from the existing text, and then notes it's the same, you can use the same template. Yep. So if the person is responding warmly, you can put him to stable. If the person ignores you, then don't bother him. You put into archive soft, and then you're basically clearing this list every month. Yeah. It's a new list every month, but you clear the list every month. So that is all. This is the system for you to manage your connections. I hope this is inspiring. Thank you.